healing. Just receive and say, I accept. Transmute into light. You said, what language do you speak? Oh, Grand Rising. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. I'm guessing he's not getting the direction he's looking for. Hello, welcome to the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I'm so glad the sun's coming out. It's finally getting warm in here. Sorry, I'm not interested. If it's not out of love, then no amount of money is not worth it. It is called Reiki. Oh, thank you. Heaven on earth. Yes. Nice and warm right now. I got 3 blankets right now. And I did some warm up Reiki before I started. Black magic is overrated. It is almost 11:11 portal. Today is 111, so that's a portal in itself. I have to decline your offer. Money does not mean you're rich. You can have an infinite amount of money, but if you don't have any heart with it, it's pointless. I am listening to the song called Let It Be by Blackmill. I'll give one warning and only one time. This comment section is only for unconditional love, non judgment of other brothers and sisters. If you continue to spread vibrations that are not of unconditional love, and for the whole, I will have to remove you from the chat. That is all. There is no separation, only unity and unconditional love. And remember, that any negative comment towards another being, it is only a comment towards the self. Because at the end of the day, you're only talking to yourself because it's only you and your phone and pixels on the screen. So before you say anything negative to somebody else, remember, you're saying it to yourself first because the subconscious mind cannot tell the difference from outside reality. I don't find a probable reason for me to tap on wood. I don't have a reason to tap on wood. So I'll have to decline your offer or your asking. I don't have a best advice. No, actually, the best advice I have is do not judge others, love everyone unconditionally, think as. No, scratch that off. Not even going to go over there. That is it. Follow your heart. What's important right now is to stay in the present moment and relax. I transmute all into light. There's a phrase I'm going to repeat, and if you like, you can repeat with me to expand the egregore. The phrase is, the light has won, or you can say, the light won. But I'm going to repeat, the light has won. The light has won. The light has won. The light has won. Every time you say the light has won, you increase the egregore. The light has won. The light has won. The light has won. My Archangel Michael may be surrounded in the violet flame, in the blue ray. I don't have a probable reason to repeat that. And doesn't that mean God is good? Well, I am not Pacific because honestly, I only got that definition from the friends that I had when I was in high school. I had some Arabic friends, and they told me that it mean that. So it could mean something completely different. Right now, it is not really what I'm trying to focus on right now because I am not trying to. The purpose of this Reiki, it is not to have confrontation. I am not here to argue with anyone who is right, who is wrong. As I said, this channel is for unity, not separation. Unity. I really wish I could play the music for you, but I definitely will get copyrighted. And I apologize if I upset you in any type of way. I hope that you will find it in your heart to forgive me if I have upset you. But I'm just stating that I will not support any type of separation within the chat. Also, thank you, Ronnie, for the sunflowers. As I'm clearing the informational field, starting from the base of the root chakra, oh, working my way up to the sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra. My legs are definitely falling asleep. Gotta wake them up. Because usually I be meditating before I get on live, so I've been sitting actually a little bit longer. Get the blood flow, energy flow back into the legs. Recently, I've been thinking about something very interesting. I was like, Why did they specifically make the day of Halloween at the end of the month and the 31st? And it's like, why are they trying to propagate fear? Well, now I think about it, at 11:11 we have a portal that opens up for high vibrational energy. And basically what they do is they encourage the collective mass to party, drink excessively, go into the vibration of fear, and eat a whole bunch of sweets. And all these things destroy your informational field and your protections. So then when the portal comes in, you miss it. Because alcohol completely destroys your spiritual protection. So imagine if you had a whole bunch of shields up that's protecting you from any negativity. When you drink alcohol, it's like it destroys your information, like it destroys all protections. Then you're open to being influenced. So even if you were to ask for your spirit guides to protect you, right? Imagine they're protecting you and they putting a shield of light over you. And then you drink alcohol. It's like completely ripping down and destroying any protections that they have given you in their face. It's like ripping it down and throwing it down. So be very mindful of what you put into your body. And I know from experience, because there was a time where when I was with some old friends I had, this is about 2 years ago, we went to Texas and was going to like a concert. And I remember in the Airbnb, it was like the first time I was ever drinking. And I drank the alcohol, and it was like this weird feeling that I was feeling. And it was like the same. It was like being zombified. And I ended up attracting a whole bunch of negative energy towards myself. I'm not going to go into full detail about it, but it was negative. I'm not saying that anyone who drinks alcohol is bad or negative evil, but I'm just saying is if you want to have spiritual protection, then alcohol needs to be removed from the equation. Moving on. He says, I'm not even going to. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Namaste. I see Halloween is more of a distraction of what's really happening. It places a veil because the 31st is actually a very high vibrational day. But in the matrix, they they've tried to flip it. So they're trying to make you scared because on the 31st, the whole month of October, the veils become very thin, and it's the day where your ancestors, spirit guides, to try to contact you. So I say there was a event I believe they do in Mexico where they try to contact their relatives who have passed away, and I would say that is more accurate because around when the veil is thin, that's when you're able to communicate to the spirit guides and able to enter the 1111 portal. And so what they did was, so that how could we mess this up basically? Okay, what's tried to make everybody have in fear, but as you see it, it you can see the light effect on it because nowadays everybody see Halloween is just a joke where you have fun. So even now you can see how the light has affected it because back then people was genuinely like scared and stuff like that. But nowadays it's more played off laugh. So you can still see that the light is affecting it. But also at the same time, they promote behavior where that imbalance you. What you should do around that time is try to maintain balance. So like I say, the next 10 days is very important to stay in balance. Balanced, not in balance, balanced. Because the 1111 portal is a very high vibrational portal. So we need to watch what we're thinking, how we're treating others, what we're consuming, because all these are important factors. Yeah, those are egregores are not the highest vibration, but most people are unaware of it. So, because they're only chasing euphoria, but not understanding when when they're drinking the alcohol, then they're influenced by all the negative beings. It's like, oh, that person's open. Let's attach ourselves to that person and place a veil of illusion over their eyes to make it seem like they're what's happening is good. Like even right now, um, so there was my last video. I had a commenter, but I ended up judging too early. But what happened was he typed in a comment saying something about the party, welcome to the party, but the vibration was distorted. And I realized after talking to him, he said it was because he was drinking earlier. And I was like, oh, so that's what happened. Because basically, when you drink, it causes distortion in the vibration. So when he was trying to spell the word, he spelled it incorrectly. And the incorrect spelling, it holds a vibration. So when I read it, I end up I took on the vibration of the imbalance. And so I was feeling his imbalance in his thoughts. It, like, I wouldn't say it's negative or anything, but it was just simply an imbalance. So my ego thought I was being mocked. But then after sitting down and thinking over it, I realized that I judged before I knew what was happening. So I ended up judging before I came to a conclusion because I thought he was mocking. But I realized this is how the dark ones work. They they find people, and to the other person, he's completely oblivious of, not even aware of like the impact of his words and typing it in because they don't consider the vibration of, because they're not aware of the vibration of every word that you type sends a vibration to a person. Every word that you type in to the chat holds a vibration in it, and I guess he was not aware of it. So when he typed it in, when I read it, I started to have like the effects. I took on the effects of like having confusion and the words not articulating correctly. So I was like, oh, so I end up judging it as criticism. But then I realized that my actions was wrong because I didn't know the full, I didn't know the full the full context. Switch leg. This leg definitely went to sleep. Being conscious awareness. It's like every time I look down, there's like a cord trying to come back. Gratitude, sending the violet flame, and one indigo ray. Welcome again from earlier. Once again, we're going to do a little bit of cord cutting. Wrong side. So, as I said yesterday, this thread right here, you can see it as an energetic cord. This thread represents the prison I have in relation to the soul, which is disturbing me. From now on, I decide this pact, this contract, this agreement, this devotion, this blood oath, this blood pact, this alliance, whatever agreement I made with this soul will be broken here and now. My Archangel Michael, I ask with your sword, cut, 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 cut this connection. Then we proceed to cut this into 7 pieces. Two, three, four. So now we have cut it into 7 pieces, total of 8. And when we burn it, a representation of burning away any cords that may be attached to us. So, there we go. There we go. We'll let that burn. I have the full prayer in the description. Not in the description, but on the community post. You said there's a bird calling? Sorry, I was listening to music, so I can't really hear what's happening outside. Probably later on when I listen to the replay, I'll be able to hear it. That's not the right song. Different song. Oh, Eternal Now. Oh, the crows? They're all over the place. Especially around this time. There's like so many crows that be above me. They'd be like, it sounds like 100 crows sometimes. Or ravens. A raven. He said, I am Brazilian. Ooh. Well, hello, welcome. Is that from Brazil? Is it Sarah? They're protecting me. Every time I have like a major psychic event, there's always the crows that be around me. Like I remember the day when I woke up from when I had my awakening on the 1st of January. It was like, was it 7:30 in the morning, and I was walking. I remember walking down the street, and there was all these crows just following me. There was all this like staring, like watching me, and they followed me for like at least 3 or 4 blocks. Just all like I mean, it looked like a whole like stampede of them, and there's all just standing there. Oh, did it just crack? What just cracked? I just heard something crack. Oh, never mind. I thought one of my crystals cracked. I was like, oh shoot. I feel my crystal skull is like pulsing right now. Sadly, I still wish I found the other one. I don't know where I put it. I lost it. Some rewiring. Back to the music. You said it will. I don't understand what I mean. Saying hi to Brazil, but that's like saying hello to Mother Gaia as part of Mother Gaia. It's like saying hello to Mother Gaia's leg. Yes, one of my crystal skulls. I have no idea how I lost it, but somehow I lost it. One day I just looked down and it was gone. So I had to disconnect all of my energy from it because I was still receiving information from the other crystal skull. Cut this one. My Archangel Michael, may you please sever any cords that may be draining our energy in this here and now moment. Thank you. I'm just guessing that skull wasn't meant to be in my presence, or it wasn't meant for me. So the universe took it away. And I don't look at it as my crystal skull, because it's not mine. It is a crystal from Mother Gaia. It doesn't belong to me, it is only in my possession for a small period of time. Because primarily, I own nothing. Nothing belongs to me. This crystal does not belong to me. This water, this shirt, nothing belongs to me. It's all Mother Gaia's. I'm just temporarily have it in my possession at this here in time. Because when I die and I leave this earth, I will not take none of this with me. So there's no real reason to have an attachment to it. Just respect it as is. Yes, it's gone, but it primarily it isn't mine to have. It is a crystal. But I remember the first time, I know when I said that that was my favorite crystal skull at the time, then it was almost like the universe was testing me. It's like, oh, that's your favorite? Okay, well, now that crystal skull is going to disappear. So I realized I had too much attachment to the skull, too much thinking that the skull was what was giving me access to feel the energy. And I realized, no, the crystal skull is just a tool that you use, but it's not what gives you power. So that was my lesson that I have learned. Just like crystals, anything that you use, it only reflects to you the power that you already have. Oh, thank you. I get a lot of my information from watching different channels, but understanding it from like Archangel Michael's channels, different channel messages. I appreciate it. I'm reflecting to you the power that you have within yourself. Because here's a very interesting perspective. If you're feeling all this Reiki energy and this healing energy, it's actually your own self. You're feeling your own power, but only through the illusion that I am giving it out or pushing it through the phone. But primarily is actually your own power within that you're feeling. And I'm just as I say, the crystal skull is just a representation, but the true power is actually coming from within you. Yes. All I can say is yes. That is correct. Where did he go? I got a little spider. He got this a little web up here. Just, I was like, where did he go? I see you, spirit. That's funny. I see birds as warriors of light in disguise because their vibrational frequencies, when they make their sound, it's like they're shooting a beam of light waves, vibrational waves at different energies and transmuting it. I am light. I am light. The light has won. The light has won. Violet flame. Violet flame. Gold ray. Well, now it's time for me to exit, but I'm truly grateful for this egregore of light that we have created of balance. Release all sadness. This is not the end. I will be back. Remember to focus on your heart, the light within. Be the light. Be the light. Shine your light. Smile. May your day or night be filled with light. Namaste.